This might even be a full keep against Demon Hunter. I like keeping the Sense Demons before the plot twist because you can get extra healing. You can get all of your Brood Mothers that you want before plot twisting them away, and then you can still get 2 more after the plot twist. Dark Skies, of course, is like the best card in the matchup, and it's just good to have plot twists. Just because if you're able to stave off that early aggression from the Demon Hunter, then it's really nice if you can just get your quest online. I've seen some people consider not keeping the plot twist or throwing it away or not mulliganing necessarily for it versus the Demon Hunter. I guess it's somewhat considerable if you are really just wanting to get your weapons like your Dark Skies or like your Moarg Rain of Fire or something like that, but I still really like that plot twist because it's really great to um, just get your quest done in the mid game if you're able to make it so that your opponent can't do a whole lot. So here we're going for the Dark Skies play. Since we have the Sense Demons in our hand, we can afford to lose a little bit more health before we hit our plot twist. See, and like when he does things like draw 2 cards on turn 3, it's just so slow that we're not even bothered. So we can just definitely Dark Skies this. He is only doing 4 damage to us, so if we want, we could just Sense Demons right now. I like this. I like the Sense Demons because next turn we go up to 10. We can Dark Skies. We could even coin Craze Netherwing if we drew a dragon. I think one of the things about the plot twist is when you get a hand like this, you probably don't want to plot twist away. You probably want to keep the Ooze for when he drops his Warglaves on 5. You probably want to keep the Craze Netherwing in case he makes big boards. You definitely want the Dark Skies. The Moarg is not bad to have, and the Nether Breath, it's like not a bad hand. We don't really want to be pitching all of this hand away just yet because you might just end up getting 3 big 9-mana dragons. So I don't think we're looking to plot twist anytime soon. I think we are going to want to be Dark Skysing pretty soon. He has 8 on board, 8 health on board. But the thing is that these aren't too threatening. We're not taking too much damage ever. And we do have our Moarg Nether Breath. In fact, we have double Moarg Nether Breath. If we want it. If we need it. So turn 3 was super slow, and turn 4 now, again, is super slow for the Demon Hunter. So if we can just clear this up with the Dark Skies, it's really rough for him. Because next turn he wants to drop his Warglaves or his Adept with his Twin Slice. And that takes up his whole turn. So it's really nice to have been able to keep things on board because we're not likely to produce a board here. So now if you just Glaive Bound Adepts our face, it's not the best. Yo, I like that. I think I like the coin tap just because it gives us more cards in our hand. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily love it because it kind of sets us up to plot twist. I'm not sure that we want to be plot twisting just yet. Here we have a easy Moarg Nether Breath. The Nether Breath really isn't getting that much better unless it's going to be on like a Priestess or something, but we haven't seen any demon support for the Priestess yet. So no reason to assume that he's playing that. Put a little tempo on board, I like that. I guess he has the I-Beam. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's okay. It's 1 damage. We'll see if that matters. We would be at 27. I like Netherwing here. Just put some pressure on him. He only has a couple cards in hand, so it's a decent time to start applying some pressure onto his board. This could be a Skull here. But if he plays Skull here and not much else, it's really good for us. We already have a minion on board. We can start applying some pressure to him and take the impetus off of us. It'd be nice if we could check what our quest completion is here, because we could be coming up to a plot twist turn very soon. But I guess we just want to trace the outline instead. So when he doesn't play any of the skill cards, I mean, it could be like double Warglaive Adept that he wouldn't have the mana to play, but I think it's reasonable to assume that he maybe has his, what's it called? Altruist yet? Already, sorry. He might already have the Altruist. He might have an I-Beam in the middle or something like that he wants to be able to pair with like Chaos Strike or something like that he's been sitting in his hand. 10. So if we questing, we go to 11. If we tap, we go to 12, and then Plot Twist would complete, but then we can't hit our tap this turn. And I think it's pretty reasonable to expect that he might have the Warglaives already, so I don't know if we want to be doing it this way. Because I think we kind of want to Acidic Swamp Boost his Warglaives next turn, but I guess if we're playing it this way, he's very likely to use at least 2 of his charges already on the Questing Explorer and our face. So maybe we just want to do it this way. Yeah, we don't need to waste a Mortal Coil here. So we have the second Plot Twist to get rid of this Mally at some point, but I don't really think we care so much because I don't know necessarily that we need the Mally to win this game. We can just kind of suffocate him out of resources at some point, hopefully. We have our Morg, Nether Breath, yeah. It looks like that's what we're thinking. That's what I was thinking at this point in time too. We have so many ways to just clear things up. We don't really have a lot of our threats, but we're already got our quests online, so we're gonna start getting them for 0 mana. I think from this point we should be pretty likely to win this game. We shouldn't be losing this game. So he did get the Warglaives off of the I guess he must have the I-Beam. Wow, 3 mana I-Beam? Is he paying for that? So what's on the far left? That's got to be a skill, right? It's got to be Skill of Gul'dan. He can't play it. It's too heavy for him to play. So we just have the second Netherwing here. Ooh. He has 5 cards in hand. We presume that one of them is Altruist, right? We've seen him play 2 I-Beams already. So how likely is it that he can deal with this Alex if we play this right now? Because Alex isn't really doing anything. The 0 mana Alex is very powerful. He already is incentivized to have to clear this off the board somehow, and he may have to do it with the Altruist. So maybe we don't play the Alex this turn. Maybe we play it next turn, but maybe he isn't going to feel so threatened from the just Netherwing pressure that he wants to deal with the Netherwing right now with the Altruist. Maybe he has something else that can deal with it. What could that be? Because 5 is such a rough breakpoint for the Demon Hunter. He like almost always has to face tank 5 in order to clear the Netherwing, unless he Altruists. So maybe he is already an Altruist's board, and the question is, how much can he do? We presume he has an Altruist. We presume he also has a Skull of Gul'dan. So if he plays the Altruist and then plays the Skull, he goes up to 6 cards in hand. Sorry, plus he's going to draw 1, so he's up to 7 cards in the hand. The Altruist is 1 mana. The Skull of Gul'dan is 6. What if he gets the Skull of Gul'dan? What if that's not that and he's in the far right? Maybe that could be the Altruist itself, because that's another card that he's not going to be inclined to play early. So if he has to pay 4 for the Altruist on 9, he plays the Skull of Gul'dan for 3. That's 7, and now he has 2 mana with which to play. This is really close. I really don't know. Is there a way for him to kill the Alex now that he's played one of the I-Beams? He does have the Adept. The Adept will do 4 damage to the Alex too. So if he plays Altruist, Adept, if we're going to assume that he's going to face tank 5 damage from the Netherwing. I don't think he wants to do that, by the way, but I mean, surely he can play 5 cards with an Altruist. Because the Altruist costs 1, the, what's it called, costs 2, the Adept costs 2, so that's 3, you still have 6 mana, and how many more cards? 5 cards? I think I like holding the Alex. Even if he hits us with the Adept, he has to either face tank 5, or he has to come up with another way to deal the damage, which it just doesn't exist. He has to like put his cane into it or something. I think it's probably possible that he can clear this. And we're pretty sure that he has an Altruist. We're not pretty sure, but we're reasonably convinced. 4 mana Altruist. Interesting. Gladebound Adept and 1 more card will do it. Does he have that? Oh, Metamorphosis. We didn't think of that, did we? We're stupid. Oh my god, and he has the Adept too. No, he can't play the Adept now. So it has to be a 0 mana card. Of course. That's going to be an of course, guys. I didn't think of the Metamorphosis. I forgot about that just now. I might have forgotten about it during the game as well. Although the Metamorphosis is a really clean way for him to deal with the... Let's think about this. If we didn't play the Alex, he can still clear the Netherwing with just the Metamorphosis. So is he still going to make the Altruist play? I kind of feel like he has to, right? Because unless that last card in his hand is Skull of Gul'dan, like, I guess it probably must be, right? It's kind of got to be. Because we saw him hover over it on the turn that he played his Skull of Gul'dan from the other side. And we also saw him play something from... play an I-Beam from directly next to it. Possibly when he had health to... I mean, he had 3 mana at the very least, right? So it's probably going to be something that he wants to sit on, like Kane or the Skull, the second Skull. I think it's pretty reasonable to think it's the second Skull. So maybe he can Metamorphosis, clear, right? Because he played it for 2, yeah. He can Metamorphosis, clear, and Skull, and not have to Altruist this turn. So I guess this turn we just bait out his Altruist. That's what we've ended up doing. I wonder how good that is. Because now we're at 11. We're at 6, really, with his, what's it called? Oh my gosh, that Rain of Fire is clutch, too. So maybe we Netherwing... maybe we Moarg, Netherbreath, Rain of Fire. Okay, I guess we're just going to be greedy here, but, like, we have... Wait, doesn't he have the... Isn't the other card the Slice, actually? Isn't that what he played? So he doesn't have the Skull Gul'dan, huh? So we know that he has a Slice, a second Slice, and if he goes second Slice, Hero Power, that's 7 damage. So if he draws the Cane, we just lose. I think maybe we're supposed to Netherbreath either his thing or either his Altruist, or maybe even we could have even done it to our own Moarg here, because now we lose exactly Cane. Whereas I don't think we lose if we play this Netherbreath. We play this and then we play Netherbreath and then like Questing Explorer. I don't know, because this doesn't play around anything. This isn't... It's only playing around him not drawing the Cane, but Cane wins the game, so I guess we're just saying he's not going to win the game this turn. Or we're just being really greedy, probably, right? It's more likely. Just show me the Cane, dog. What in the world? Okay, I'm sorry for going back and forth so much. So the read on of it being the Skull of Gul'dan was correct. And I guess that that Twin Slice that he played. He must have played both, right? Obviously. Why wouldn't he play both of his Ultras? There's no reason to not play both. Okay, so I'm stupid. Disregard everything I just have been saying. So now he actually can't kill us with... so he skulls. Let's say he skulls into the Kane. I mean, Kane plus Chaos Strike plus this is game winning. So this is actually not the play, right? This is never the play. Yeah, this is a big oops. Kane costs 1. Oh my gosh. Are you telling me we're going to win this game? Just show me the Kane. Oh my god. This is how he does it. Big BMs. But yeah, we big time through this game. We big time through this game, sitting with this Nether Breath in our hand. I don't understand what's the point of that. You win the game if you just play the Nether Breath. You just heal and you just win the game. 0 mana Alex, what could go wrong? Nice name. We just win the game if we Nether Breath. He has a Skull of Gul'dan in his hand, but like he just can't do the damage. He cannot overcome. We're at 18. He's never going to be able to overcome that, and our Zephyrs is going to be online really soon, which will help us to get more healing or deal with other things that he wants to do, like our Mali. I guess we just did this because we're like, we win with Mali next turn if we put this on board, but I think we win in 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, 6 turns, 7 turns if we just heal ourselves. So I think this was probably, I mean, we see that we got punished, but I think in general it's probably a misplay. The way that we would really see if this is a misplay is if I was able to play the Nether Breath and the Questing Explorer, blah, 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 and still lose the game. I'm not sure if that's possible. Because the only thing he has left in his deck is Kane. He has the Warglaves. He has a second Adept. He has Chaos Strikes if he's playing those. I know he might not be playing 2 of them if he's playing that Silence card, or maybe he dropped something else for that. I just don't think he has too many ways to get through to us and kill us, and like if he's gonna have to hold his Kane until the last second where he can do all of the damage, because if we clear his Kane then he just loses to our Wall of Taunts, of which we do have 4, then he just doesn't. That's just one less resource that he's able to use at any given time. So I think this was really, really, really bad. This was really bad. This is a huge throw.